Hi Mia, my name is Dylan Papalato calling from Papalato Broking Services. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you, Dylan. Thanks for calling.
How's your day been so far? Anything exciting happen?
Oh, busy day in the bakery, obviously. But no, it's good. All done for the day now.
Alright, so how's that going for you? What time do you start and finish every day?
It's an early start, usually in the bakery at about 4. And we'll have a busy breakfast run. Everything's made fresh on site, and then out of there by about midday.
Wow, and you're operating 7 days a week at the moment?
We are, yes.
Yeah, okay. So you
Trying to
yes,
save money.
save some money for a house, I hear.
Yes. Our first apartment, ideally.
Wow, that's exciting. Just a little bit about us and what we do here at Papalato Broking. So we obviously have your best interest at heart. We like to help clients achieve their goals and objectives. So we do that professionally, we do that efficiently, and make sure the process is as smooth as possible for you, because it's your first home.
Yeah.
And it will be a bit of a journey for you as well. So happy to come along that one with you and provide as much support and care as we can.
Thank you.
So I guess for me, I'd love to start the process. Is there any questions that you have of me, or are you happy to come in, have a chat to us face to face, and have a look at what the process may look like on our end?
Yeah, it all sounds good, so I'd like to hear a little bit more.
Awesome, great. How does 2 p.m. tomorrow sound?
That sounds like it'd work well.
Love it. Sounds good. Thanks for coming in, Mia, to meet us. Thanks for making the time, and look forward to working together. I just want to give you a bit of an outline of the current loan process, just to give you an idea of timeframes and what you're looking at.
Yeah.
So initially a preliminary stage, so we go through all the information gathering process, we talk about your goals and objectives, see where you guys are at financially, and then we move to an application stage. This is the nitty gritty of it all, filling out all the forms, collating all the documents, such as whether we need statements or pay slips or financials from you and the business. Then we go through an approval process. So that's with the lender itself. So we collate all your information, look at your goals, what you're trying to achieve, and then again look at a suitable lender which may be appropriate for you. After that stage, that process could take anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks, depending on the lender and the information that we need to gather for them. And then it's generally a 30-day settlement period. So after the information's been sent to the lender, they assess it, they provide whether it's going to be an approval or not, and then there's generally a 30-day window until you actually get the keys to your first home.
Wow.
So this process can be as fast or as slow, depending on what's required on the lender's end. My role as a mortgage broker is to go through and represent you to the lender, help you achieve your goals, be your, liaison officer with the lender itself,
Great.
making sure it's a smooth and streamlined process for you, make sure they've got all the documentation, always acting in your best interest, and make sure we're getting you in your first home.
Great.
Do you have any questions on that one at all?
No, I think it's good to know, considering being from Taiwan and having limited English. It'll be good that you can represent us in this process and help us out.
Awesome, love to hear it. So I will send you off a email following this appointment. Make sure, again, you've got it in writing, so you know exactly what the process, your expectations, a bit of the time frame, and then we'll start collecting all the documents and go from there.
Sounds good.
So I'd just love to hear your goals and what you guys are trying to achieve.
So after we moved from Taiwan and opened the bakery, as I mentioned, we have actually saved $95,000 in 2 years, which is great.
Congratulations.
And so we want to get a mortgage loan. We want to buy our first property. Ideally, we're looking at a 1-bedroom apartment built around 6 months ago, so relatively new. And ideally, the cost around $410,000.
No worries.
But obviously thinking about maybe having a baby in the future, so might want a bigger apartment, but for now I guess we'll stick with the 1-bedroom that we're thinking about. I guess what we're nervous about though is, given our jobs and having what would be considered an unstable salary, it's just whether or not we satisfy the lender's income requirements to get a loan.
No worries, we can go through all that. Thanks for outlining it for us, and I look forward to helping you get your first home.
Thank you.
So Mia, I sense a bit of resistance on your end to go through the process and the journey with us. Is there anything that I should be aware of? Anything you want to chat about?
I think just everything that you've outlined requires quite a lot of gathering of information and talking to the accountant and things. So I think it just feels like we have to get a lot, and I'm just worried that we might not be able to get everything that we need, or it's going to be too hard.
Sure. What I think, and this is why a mortgage broker is so important in your situation, because we work on your behalf. We collect all that information for you, so we actually can liaise with your accountant directly, gather all the financials, all the tax returns that's required, so I can actually collate a lot of the information on my end, on your behalf, with obviously your consent, just to make sure it's as streamlined as possible. Simple things like bank statements as well. I can get those informations if we've got authority with your current banking provider. So happy to make it as easy as possible, less moving parts for you, and make sure it's as streamlined as possible for you. How does that sound?
That sounds good.
Thanks for the follow-up meeting, Mia. Just wanted to touch upon some of the documents required to go through this application process, if that's okay with you. We do require obviously some bank statements, some tax returns, the financials for the business, and some ID for yourself as well, and just to fill out a little bit of a budget so we can get an idea where your income and your expenses land for the household. I just want to make this as clear and smooth a process as we can for you.
So I've decided that we're happy to be taken on as one of your clients, but you've outlined a lot of information that you need from us, and given that we're very busy and there's a lot of things for us to consider, we want to make sure that you have outlined everything as clearly as possible, and I guess the best way for us would be in an email. So if you can make sure that it's all written out in email form and sent through to us, so that we have a basis of what we are going to agree upon, and
No worries.
go from there.
What I'll do, follow on from the previous email I sent you, which outlined the process involved to get the loan, what I'll do is also put in a little table, a little checklist of the documents required, where you can find those ones, just to make it as easy and as quick as possible for you.
That'd be great.
Sounds good.